Hi there, I'm Margot, and today we're going to talk a little bit about layering of video clips in WeVideo. So specifically, I want to talk about layering the same clip multiple times within a video to create a pattern. Maybe you want to make a repeat, maybe you want to make a stutter effect, maybe you want to create a rhythm within your video that you're creating. But with that said, let's get to it. So here's an example of what we're going to be creating today, where the same clip will be used. This is a vertical clip. So it will be used 3 times to create a pattern. And this is what the finished product will look like. So here we are. If we wanted to create that from scratch, we would go to our clip. In this case, we're going to use the one that I previously used, which is a quick clip of a mother spinning her child around. So in this case, I would edit it to where I want to start. Obviously, we click on the video itself and would go to, here we go, it's about to begin, and we'll finish there. So we would want to drag that clip onto video 1. In this case, we're going to start it all the way over here. So now I've dragged that into my video 1. That's the base layer of any video that I want to create here. Anything else I add is going to be layered on top of that, right? So I've added it to the video 1 line. Now I'm using a vertical video, which means that it's not going to take up all of the screen. So if I want to blur this a little bit so that it's not quite so distractingly small in the middle of the screen, I feel like I want to add a blurred background in this case. So I'm going to double click on the clip, and in this transform section, I'm going to go right here to where it says blurred background, and I'm going to turn that on. All that does is give me a bit of a less distractingly different background. It's blurring what's already there, just to make it a little bit of a smoother transition. So I'm going to change that. I'm going to save that change. So now this clip, there it is. And now I'd like to take out the audio. So I'm going to double click again and mute the audio on this clip. So if I want to start layering on top of that, I will want to drag the same clip that I'm dragging it to video 2, and I can drag the same clip into video 3. Now, all that's doing right now is layering them right on top of each other, right? So it's just going to put it right back on top. This one isn't blurred, and this one isn't blurred. So what do I want to do if I want to put those in a different position? We're going to double click clip number 2, and we're going to move it. So let's say I want this one to appear over on the left side of the screen. And let's say I want the third one to appear on the right. So what have I achieved now? I have 3 clips in a row. One's going to appear in the middle with a blurred background. One is going to appear on the left. And one's going to appear on the right. So what if I want those to appear all together at the same time? I'm going to have to go to the first clip and start copying and pasting. We're going to need 3 of those in a row on the video 1 line. So I've copied, and now I'm pasting it 3 times. So what that does, keeps it going, repeats, and repeats. Now we're going to run a repeat the one on video 2 line as well. So copy and paste right there. So now we have 1 spin, 2 spins, and 3 spins. So now, as you noticed, that was not synced up. Now, so if we want to sync up the videos, we're going to go down here, slide it towards the plus so that we can see it more clearly, right? So now we have the opportunity, we can sync these up so that they are at the exact same time. Move them close together. Now, these ones need to be muted still. Mute. Mute. And mute. All right, so let's go back to the beginning of this phrase and see how it looks so far. And the third one. So now what if, for example, I want to speed this up? In my original video clip that I showed you of this effect, I had sped this up. I made it a little bit faster. We would want to go to the original and go to this last little timer over here for the speed. So if I want to make this, that's 3 times. Let's go to 2 times. All right. So in this feature, you can make it slower. What if I wanted it slower? 5 times slower. Whoa, slow motion. But let's say right now, I just want it to be twice as fast. All right. We'd have to click on all of the clips. And do the same. And once again, we'd have to drag them all so that they're synced up and all together. So let's try that from the beginning. 1, 2, 3. Oh, and we can see that that's not quite synced up. Let's check this one out. See, I've gone to 3 times instead of 2. Let's fix that. And it looks like the same thing happened there. So now let's see how it syncs up. And if we wanted to add any audio underneath that, we would click and drag it underneath here into the audio. So this can be used obviously with horizontal clips as well, but you would have to be more creative with how you place it on the screen. Maybe you could have a box of 4 or 2. So it's just a little bit of a different placement. But that's how you create a layered video. Thanks for joining me.